everybody, it's Katie. Welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to talk about something that was a little more personal. Something that I haven't done before on here, but something it's just been kind of like, stuck in my head that I just kind of wanted to talk about. Um, I've never really talked about before, whether it be on here or, like Facebook or whatever. Um, I wanted to talk about a year and a half ago. I had gotten a tubal ligation. Um, for those of you that don't know, that just means getting my tubes tied. Um, and my reasoning why I had gotten it and everything, and at such a young age. So back in 2014-ish, I'd gone to see my gynecologist, and had kind of talked to her about it then. And I was about 27-ish at that point when I had talked to her, and I brought it up then, just asking, is it something that you can do for me? And at that time, she said, no, you're too young, but just make sure that it's something that you would want. Because she was talking about like within a year or so from that she would be able to, but she wanted me to make sure that it was something that I wanted. And so I spent about a year after that just kind of thinking, is this something that I want to do? Is it right for me? And my reasoning why I wanted it done is just because of the health issues that I do have, and that being my CRPS, which is complex regional pain syndrome. If you're interested in those videos, I do have more explaining a little bit more about that on my channel, so if you want, you can just go ahead and look. But for me, because of my CRPS, it's just, I'm on different medications now, and this is just my story. It's not every case for every single person that has it. This is just, like what's happened with me. So I had gotten it, or I wanted to get it done, and she had told me that I just needed to make sure that it's something that I wanted to get done. So I just kind of, for the next year, I just really weighed the pros and cons. Is this something that I want to do? Is it something that I'm going to change my mind on? Those kind of things. Like, is this right for me? And I just kept thinking, like, okay, medications that I'm on, would I be able to go 9 months without needing them or taking them? Some of them are antidepressants, because yes, I do suffer from depression. And it just, it was just like a lot of decisions that I needed to make and everything for it. And it was definitely hard, trying to like weigh everything. And I talked to my regular doctor, just to kind of see like what she thought on it and everything. And so the next year in 2015, it was like April or May-ish or so, I had, had every year I had to go in and see my gynecologist just for a checkup, just to make sure that, everything was still good. I had been on the pill for about 11 years at that point when I had gone to see her last year in 2015. And I can't remember what it was for, but they had found a cyst on my right ovary, which was like a cause of being on the pill for so many years. And again, it's not the case with everybody. And yes, it was a little unusual for being on it for so many years. But anyways, so the next year in 2015, I had gone to see her. I did my checkup with her. Everything was, looking good. And I asked her again, like, I've thought about it for the past year. This is something that I want done because I feel like it's the right thing for me. my CRPS isn't going away and won't be going away anytime soon. And in that 1 year period, it had even gotten a little bit worse for me. It progressed a little bit, which it can do. So, her and I talked about it, and she said, okay, like, I see that, it would benefit you. So I went and made the appointment. So for June of 2015, I went in, had the surgery done, and here it is a year and a half later, and I still think it was the best decision that I made. It's not that I didn't want children, it's just because of my circumstances, I knew that I couldn't, and it's just my feelings towards having children with this just wouldn't work out for me ever, and it just took for me a long time to decide, this is what I want, and this is what's best for me. I know some people might think that that's kind of selfish or whatever, but it was just the best decision for me. And, like I said, a year and a half later, and I still think that it was the best decision for me. This is not the case for every single person who has CRPS. This is just my experience. I am not a doctor in any way, shape, or form. So I just wanted to put my story out there, try to help somebody. Hopefully somebody out there can kind of relate to it, or maybe get some useful information out of this. But that's my story, and I just wanted to share with everybody. And I will see you next time. Thank you for watching. Give me a like, subscribe, comment, and I will be making more videos soon. And if there's anything that you want to see, just let me know. Bye!